Welcome back, Real Chip TV, Bird's Eye Breakdown, Week 11. The Buccaneers and famous Jameis Dad Bod Winston coming to town, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And these teams, great rivalry between these teams. I mean, what's your
somewhat of a storied rivalry?
Yeah, no, we're kind of on the bad end of it though.
Yeah.
Early 2000s, those first two wild card rounds, we beat them pretty good, but then
Rondé pick six ends the season. McNabb chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Just crying. Remember in middle school, just crying after those losses. That was just brutal. Those games. Joe Jurevicious just tearing us up, and
Keyshawn, done. That whole staff.
If we go to the Super Bowl and play the Raiders, and that would have been the 2002.
Yeah.
We would have crushed. We would have crushed the Raiders. They were so bad. I have no idea how they got there.
Shot right there.
And that was the year I really thought it should have happened. But
and then McNabb threw up in the one game against them in 06. Just pulled the helmet up and chunked all over the place. Come on, Donovan.
Was that the game that Westbrook had that awesome touchdown, and then we lost on the 60 hit to the 63-yarder? Yeah. Oh my God. Anyway, we had some really bad history, and so with that being said, what do you think?
It's like an old girlfriend coming back, and you just want to get her out of there. So, week 11, we're coming for you.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten over all those games from 12 years ago. So, what are the big things to look for in this game? I mean, you got famous Jameis, and then other than that, the Buccaneers are a pretty unproven team.
I'd say keys to the game. I mean, there's not really much headlining. I mean, it's kind of a plain, it's a young team. Lovie Smith, second year as Tampa Bay's head coach. And they're improved, but I'd say the keys to the game for the Eagles, you got to just, this is an inexperienced team, so you just got to take advantage of a young quarterback. You got to send disguises at him, blitzes, different coverages. You want to just confuse him because he's going to be overwhelmed coming on the road. You got 70,000 fans in full throat, just ready to rip his head off. So I think also we're really good at this, but I want to emphasize it is stopping Doug Martin's running game. Doug Martin looks really good in preseason, and he just looks like he's back in that form that he was his rookie year when he had 1,400 yards and 11 touchdowns. That was a huge year for him, and I think he had an injury his second year and just hasn't really been the same, but he looked really good. So stop him, confuse Jameis, do our thing on offense, block Levante David, Gerald McCoy, a couple pieces they have. But overall, we just do our thing, and it's all gravy.
And I think we can stop the run game for most teams. So if we stop him, make James try and beat us, it's gonna be hard pressed.
Yeah, it's hard to break these games down that we're just so much more superior to these teams. They're just where we were a couple years ago when Chip was feeling things out. They're not as advanced. They're still figuring pieces out. They still have a couple off seasons to go before they really develop their roster. So as long as we can they have a couple good receivers too, but keep them in check, and we should get this one.
Yeah, I don't see too many ways that we lose this game, but how would the Buccaneers win this game besides a miracle?
They need a type of miracle game. Jameis would have to just absolutely shred us up, and I don't know. It's a tough task, especially on the road. Rookie quarterback again, first overall pick, but it's a lot of pressure. And the Bucs also have to watch out for our special teams. I've noticed that teams such as last year we played the Titans and a couple other the Rams. These teams that aren't really coached that well. Not to say Jeff Fisher and Lovie Smith aren't good coaches historically. I just think that when you have it's not a dysfunctional team, but they're just not on the level of certain teams in the league. Your special teams, that shows. You got to pay attention to detail, and I think the Eagles, that's what they do so well, is that they feast on experience, and that's exactly what the Bucs are, is inexperienced. So
I think the difference with the Chip Kelly, Andy Reid regime, one of the big things for me, regime is that when we play bad teams with Chip, we just blow them out.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
Andy Reid would let them kind of hang around and eventually win the game, but Chip Kelly, when we played the Titans,
he doesn't mess around.
Yeah, the Jaguars, the first half horrible, but the second half just smoked them.
Back.
So, I think we just put them away early.
Yeah. So Tampa's definitely got to, make sure that doesn't happen. That would be we were talking about Tampa, and I go into this Eagles rant, and I'm like, go Eagles, but Tampa's got to watch out for the little things.
Yeah.
Really, when you're playing against a better team, you have to watch the little things, and that's normally what teams like that have trouble doing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, final predictions for the game.
37-13, Philadelphia Football Eagles. That'll be mine. How about you?
I got 41-10.
41-10.
41-10
So we're looking
Eagles.
at a big blowout.
A blowout. Nice little feast before Thanksgiving where we play the Lions.
Arr, Buccaneers. Not gonna be the swashbucklers in this one, mate. Am I getting my pirate
no swashbuckling shenanigans from those Buccaneers. Eagles won't have that on this best of the day. Thanks
sir.
for joining us, mateys. Until next time.